Hey guys, it's me mostly. Thank you for tuning into my podcast where we're healing from family ties, trauma, and also taking accountability for all areas of our lives that may have held us back. I am super excited for you. Today is finally Free Friday. We were preparing for the healing process. And I spoke about on Mental Health Monday how it affected my mental health and why is it worth preparing for the healing process. So today, like I said, is finally Free Friday, so let's get into it. First and foremost, I would like to say when you are in freedom, you are living in your authentic self, your real self, right? And then when you're living in freedom, it's just like a weight has lifted off of you, right? I've had so many struggles with preparing for any and everything, but I do have to realize that it takes time, it takes effort, and it takes ability to move forward in your healing process, right? And I also would like to highlight that it wasn't an easy thing to be free from all of the things that we spoke about. Be content in healing and be content in preparing for this podcast. It was just very hard for me to accept, you know, what was ahead of me. You understand what I'm saying? Accept what was brought to my attention that I need to heal or what I need to let go or what I need to talk more about, what topics do I need to bring to the platform. It was a lot of things that I had to prepare for, but here's the thing, I had to be free from the certain things that I was talking about. Am I healing those things still? Yes. Do I hold on to things? Yes. But how is that benefiting me and preparing for the healing? You understand what I'm saying? And when you're finally free, right? I wasn't content with being free. I wanted to hold on to certain things, right? I wanted to hold on to any and every body and any and every event that has affected me and be in anger. There was no way I could be happy with letting that person go. It sounds crazy, but it's very real for me. Like I was just not able to let that go, or I can't let him or her slide with that, or I can't let, different things in my life go because how am I like how would I let that person go when they did so much things to me? How would I let that person go and let them free from myself? You understand what I'm saying? And when I wasn't preparing for freedom, it was very hard for me to speak about certain things or forgive. That's when you have to prepare for forgiveness. You have to prepare for when you're speaking about these things. Like me, you are just analyzing a lot of things. You are giving yourself these daily tests. Tests will come up to see if you really about what you're talking. um there were so many things on the inside of me that I did not prepare for in a freedom state of, in a state of, in my mind frame, I wasn't prepared for freedom, right? I was just like, okay, we can talk about it, but I'm not letting it go. We can talk about it, but you're not free from what you did. Like you gonna continue to pay. And when I'm done being angry, when I'm done being sad, when I'm done, mentally traumatizing you, this is me being fully authentic, okay? Mentally, it was not letting go of anybody. Mentally, it was not letting go of my insecurities. Mentally, it wasn't letting go of any trauma. Mentally, it wasn't letting go of any pain that I felt. Mentally, it wasn't no growth because I'm still holding on to that person that bombarded my life with their hurt and their pain, and then bombarded me with different things I had to heal from and take accountability for. Okay. So when you're preparing for freedom, you have to step outside of your angry self, and you have to step outside of who you want to be, where you want to be, what it looks like, what it feels like, and are you going to continue on that path? Because it was always start and stop for me. Like, I would start healing and then I would stop healing. I would start letting go and then I would just try to like go back and hold on to that thing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it was just so many things that I was holding on to that freedom was not even an option for me. Like, I didn't want to be free until someone else felt the pain that I was feeling. And that's not where you need to be. Like, you really need to be in a place where, okay, and preparing to be free, finally, you need to be in a place where when you are speaking about certain things and you're speaking about certain areas in your life, freedom is that exhale, right? What I just did. It's that exhale, it's that letting go, it's that, this person don't have control. You understand what I'm saying? And then you have to be prepared when you in freedom for that new person. Don't take for granted that new person that you are building up, that new person that you are giving a chance, that new person that have the ability to move and progress and to mold you to your future self. Like, your future self is not going to be who you've grown into be when you're steady in the freedom progression state. You have to be able to gracefully accept the new person that is accepting the freedom, right? You have to be the person that, okay, have a mind frame that I am free, right? I have the mind frame that I am worth it. I have the mind frame that freedom is in my life now. Freedom is giving me the ability to move now. So I need to gracefully accept him or her, right? And I have to accept that in this new mind frame of freedom, it's going to get me closer to my future self. And once that future self arrives, I can be really in freedom and I can accept the things that my future self needs, even beyond your future self. You understand what I'm saying? So when you are accepting freedom, let me explain this again. When you are accepting freedom into the new person, give yourself grace. And when you have accepted freedom, you have to accept the freedom gracefully for your future self. Okay? You have to be able to accept the freedom for your healing, for your traumas, for your pain, for your future, for your now, for the past, for the middle to the end. You understand what I'm saying? And that's me talking to me now, gracefully accepting the freedom, gracefully accepting that I am finally free within myself. Because the person that has brought the hurt to you, you don't know what they're dealing with. You don't know what they think about. You don't know what is to come to them, but that's not your job. Your job is to worry about you, take accountability for your freedom, take accountability for the ties that you have, take accountability for the traumas that you're holding on to, take an accountability. You understand what I'm saying? You're just getting out what is inside of you and you're freeing all of those feelings. You are freeing all of those things that is not of you. You are freeing all of those things that have attached to you, the people that caused the trauma. Yes, you have attached those things to you, but you are and will have the ability to move those things and be free of those things. Point blank, period. You have to be able to let that freedom in. And I didn't want to let the freedom in. I didn't want to let the freedom come in. I didn't want to let it go. I didn't want to have the ability to let it go, because if I let go of this person, how are they paying for it? You don't know how they're paying for it. It's not your job to allow to have them pay for anything that they have done to you. You understand what I'm saying? I was steadfast, focused on letting somebody pay for pain that they have caused me. And I wasn't moving. I wasn't moving in authentically freedom. Like, I wasn't free of anything. I was just letting it attach to me in every area of life that I was supposed to have grown out of. Like, I'm on this podcast speaking to you, right? Right? I am on this podcast letting go of different things and healing from different things, but I'm still holding on because I am waiting for them to pay for it. Help me understand, how does that make any sense? How does that make any sense? How is that helping me? How is that molding me? How is that giving me the ability to move forward? How is that giving me the ability to be happy? How is that giving me the ability to be fully healed, whole, and able to talk to you? That's what preparing is looking like. You are letting that go. You're letting yourself flourish. You're letting yourself in, like, you're letting your new person in your heart and warming it. Your heart is cold. Your heart is not free. Excuse me. Your heart is not free of anything. You are continuously on this path of destruction because you're not free. You're on this continuous process of destruction because you're not even prepared for what you're going to talk about. You're not even prepared what you're going to face. And preparing for that, preparing for freedom, you have to accept it. You have to accept, like, I am broken. Accept that. Talk to yourself. I am broken. Who are you? I am broken. I am torn apart. I am angry. I am defensive. I am all of those things. You need to analyze and write all of those things down. That's the step to it. Writing those things down, analyzing yourself, and changing that. I am angry. No, I'm working to be happy. I am broken. No, I am working to be healed. No, I am not those things that I was before, because freedom has my name on it. Freedom has the ability to come into my life. I take it gracefully and I move into the future self, the whole, the heal, the family, the husband, the wife, the whatever you desire. I'm going to accept that because I am free of things from the past. I am free of things that does not serve my purpose, that does not serve my future. Are you hearing me right now? You have to be willing to accept to be finally free on Friday. I always say, it's not going to take you Mental Health Monday, Worth It Wednesday, or Finally Free Friday to let go deep traumas inside of you. But you have to gracefully talk to yourself and know that you have to break those things up out of you. You have to break those things, and you have to be more. You have to keep pushing. You have to keep striving to the healing place. Okay? No more comparing. No more, oh, she's happy, he happy, how they do this, how they do that. No, what about me? What do I need to do? What about me? Where I need to go? What about me? How am I going to get that freedom? What about me? Who am I? How am I preparing for freedom? How am I preparing to accept myself for who I am, and that I'm learning, and that I'm moving forward? Who am I? How am I praying and meditating and journal? How am I prepared that this feeling is going to come when I'm trying to detach the jail mind and accept the freedom outside of my jailed mind? Who am I? How am I preparing to accept that? You have to stand there and know that you are definitely going to be in freedom. Understand what I'm saying? I just hope that this is a light to you guys. I hope that this week, when you're preparing for the healing process, that you have to give yourself grace. You have to accept yourself for where you are now. Sit in it, analyze it, let it go, be in freedom. Like I said, I do hope that this helps somebody. This week has really been really good for me. You know, I Has it been good? Let's see. It's been good. It's just like I'm in my mind about a lot of things, and I really haven't taken account for what I need to do in preparing for a lot of things. Like I say all the time, I have a book coming up in March. I have a conference coming up. I have so many things coming up for the podcast. Season 3 is coming with a lot of heat, and I just hope that it helps somebody. I hope that, you see me, that I'm doing things, that I'm healing, that I'm talking to you guys. Like I said, I'm always here for you. Just keep pushing. You understand what I'm saying? Know that, like I say on Birthday Wednesday, know your worth. Know that you need that. You got that. And on Finally Free Fridays, know that you have the desire to be free. You need to be free. And on Mental Health Mondays, go to therapy. Know where you are mentally. Free your mind of different things. Okay? I hope that this helps someone. Like I always say, follow me on Instagram. We're healing from that. Twitter, we're healing from that. Facebook, we're healing from that. I'm super excited for you. I love you. Continue on your healing process. Continue on this healing journey with me.